Good morning and welcome to Zen Fits here in Blackstone, Virginia, where nothing fits. Oh wait, everything fits. You see right there? You see right there? That's the key. That's the thing right there. That moment when you see in the same situation where nothing fits. And this, you have to really meditate on this. What does nothing fit mean? It means that the other person doesn't understand you. Maybe your wife doesn't see it your way, doesn't fit. No, we just believe without question that the world really doesn't want to fit me. The madman, Pete Campbell, he was always crying. Why can't the world give me what I want when I want it? The world, my wife, everything. The only thing that really fits in our life is our dog. Dukkha. Duh. Ka. Dukkha. Duh. That means two things, right? Duh is you're stupid, or duh, don't you see it? Like it's ironic when it's said that way. You realize something and you say, duh, right? That means like, why didn't you see that before, you idiot? Duh. So you're not calling him stupid, you're calling him, well, I don't know what you're calling him. But anyway, the whole idea here is that nothing fits, and then suddenly, bam, everything fits. But the situation is the same. The situation's the same, only one moment, nothing fits. Nothing I can do can make it fit. This is induced by Zen practice, but not by the Japanese Zen, not by the Chinese Zen, not by shaving your head and facing the wall and going to Zen retreats and sesshin and reading Suzuki. Not that Zen. Not that Zen. The Zen is always an ambiguous situation where, like the gateless gate of Zen. What's the gateless gate? Well, the gateless gate of Zen is going through the revolving door in a hotel. You're a country guy. You've never been to a hotel before in the big city. You've never seen a revolving door. And you go in it and you come back on the street. What the fuck? You go in it again, you come back on the street. What the fuck? It's a gateless gate. You come back to where you started. Now this is, all right, so this is good or bad? It's bad if you can't get through the door into the hotel and you keep ending up back in the street. But it's good if you see that we're always where we started. You see, catch this, because I'm working with this as I talk to you. I don't know what I'm going to say. My talks are discoveries. I'm discovering something in real time right here with you. I'm seeing it for the first time. So we go through the revolving door. We're a country guy. We don't know how it works. We think it's a door. You go through the door, you're on the other side. You go through Buddhism and you get to the other shore. You just do these 8 steps. It's only 8 steps to be enlightened where everything fits. See, nothing fits. I want to find out where everything fits. Well, there's just 8 steps. The Eightfold Path. Just follow these 8 steps like little stepping stones. Or maybe you have to leap, maybe they're like rocks in a pond or in a river. Follow these steps, just 8 steps. Just do those 8 steps and you'll be on the other shore. You'll be on the other shore. You'll be on the other side. You'll get through the door to the hotel where everything is See, on one side, you need to get inside of the hotel where you have rest and you have food and you have entertainment and all that. You're on the street. You're kind of walking around. I want to get to the other shore. I want to get in that hotel where I can be at ease. Well, I'm getting hot in here. Hot flashes. So get the idea of the metaphor here. But the country bumpkin, he goes through the gateless gate, the revolving door, and he ends up back in the street. What the fuck? Well, see, no, that's like the revolving door is a dukkha. It's an ignorance. It's not seeing. It's suffering, it's pain. I can't get through the door. Every time I go through the door, it's Groundhog Day. It was Groundhog Day. Every time he tried to get out of Groundhog Day, he was back where he started. His suffering was that he knew it and the people didn't. The people thought they were moving in time. But for our hero in the Groundhog Day, he was stopped in time. He was in the eternal now. He was in the eternal now is where you start. In other words, there is no 8 steps. Well, there is 8 steps, but there isn't 8 steps. So dukkha is this ambiguity where everything is what it isn't. That's catch-22. The people are stuck on the island of catch-22, that little island in the Mediterranean with the pilots. Remember the movie? And Yossarian was stuck. He wanted to get off this island. He wanted to get through the door. He wanted to get out. He wanted to get to the other shore. He wanted to get off the island, but everything he did put him right back on the island. Everything he did. We do this all the time. I do it all the time. My life is full of dukkha, revolving doors. I get a new gadget. I get a new box. I get something new that I haven't done before. I go to the store with a list with something on it that I don't know where it is. I end up looking for it in the wrong places, or I look for it in the right place and can't see it. It's right there in front of me. Call my wife up. I can't find this damn spice. Where is it? Well, it's right next to yada yada. And I'm standing right there. I got through the door. I got through the door. You see, that's where the aha, wow, yippee, hallelujah, I'm saved, is when you get through the revolving door. And what do you find out? There is no other shore. There's only one shore, and this is it. We think there's another shore. We think there's a tomorrow. We think there's something down the road. We think there's time. And if I get through these 8 steps, I'll get to the end of time. I'll get to the end of my suffering. I'll get to the end of where nothing fits, you see. But that's why nothing fits. Because we're perceiving the world in time. So there's 2 perceptions. There's the perception of time. I need time to get there. I need more time to fix this. I need more time to convince you you're wrong. I need more time to be awakened. I need more time to know God. I need more time to find the perfect vacuum cleaner. Whatever it is, everything is in time. But that's a viewpoint. That's a viewpoint. And we're conditioned to that viewpoint because our society, the materialistic, scientific, rational, mechanic society, perceives the world as time. The mechanic functions because of time. The mechanic needs time to fix the engine. Good mechanics fix it right away. You got a wobble? You got something wrong? You go to the mechanic. How long is it going to take to fix this? Well, your computer's got a problem. It won't work. You call up the tech support. Oh, how long will it take and how long will it cost to fix this? And he says, did you plug it in? Oh. Right back where you started. You never plugged it in. So the first step is to see that there is no time, that you are where you started. So this revolving door, from one point of view, is going from here to there, but from another point of view, and I would say this is the Buddha point of view, or the Zen point of view, is that you're always seeing yourself for the first time, even though you've been there many times. We say, oh, that's dementia. That's so we watch Zen Brits. We watch we watch BritBox, and we watch British detectives, and we've been watching it for years, so we've seen them all. All the great series, the great detectives, they're not coming up anymore. So we watch Vera. So Vera's got a problem. Somebody died. She's got to fix it. She's got to find out who it is. So there's this. Takes 48 minutes, 50 minutes for Vera to go from we got a problem to everything nothing fits. Tension, 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 tension. She's screaming at her detectives. Saying, I want it now. I want it now. I want the solution now. Why aren't you doing it now? Get to work. Get to work. Get to work. She hits him around, kicks him out. I want it now. She's got this tension, and finally she gets to the insight. One more clue did it. She connected a little dot, and boom, she knows who did it. And then she goes and smiles and holds up the badge. Got you, you sucker. And the guy's Duca. But the point is, I forgot the point. The point this is in time, you see. So if you shorten, so we want to keep shorting the time. We want to get, you go to the mechanic and say, a tech support, it's going to take a week to fix this. Oh my God. And then you go to a better one and he says, oh no, it's going to take 2 days. And you go to another one and say, it's just going to take 1 day. Oh, you go to another one to get another opinion. And he says, did you plug it in? Boom. Fixed. It was fixed all the time. Duca. So everything fits all the time. I mean, for God's sakes, the universe fits. If it didn't fit, it would explode. It wouldn't be here. It would go pow. If there was one tiny screw loose in the cosmos, one rogue atom, one rogue quantum or whatever, one of them that didn't fit with the totality, that one little wobble would create a nuclear reaction of parts that didn't fit, and it would be like a cancer but it would be instantaneous. It wouldn't be like there's a little atom, there's a little molecule that will not fit in the cosmos, in the total scheme of things. It's like that grain of sand in the oyster, or it's a thorn in God's butt, so it won't fit. So, and the universe can't make it fit. So what's it going to do? It's going to explode. Why? Because that one little fit would be like a cancer cell. It doesn't fit in your body, that little cancer cell. So the doctor said, we're going to get that out. We're going to get that thing out, right? Because it won't fit. If you let it go, it's going to take over the whole body. It's going to be a Trump cancer. You see, so the body system. But anyway, so the problem is we have a smaller boat there. The problem is, and maybe I'm jumping around here too much. We're trying to get back to everything. Nothing fits. Everything fits. This is ambiguous. I'll conclose with this, you see. The hag and the princess. I hope you see this by now. You go to find it on the internet and type up Gestalt ambiguity. Gestalt ambiguity. The hag and the princess. It's ambiguous. If you see one, you can't see the other. If you see the other, you can't see this one. But they're both the same. But they're different. They're both different. The hag stands alone. The princess stands alone. But you can't separate them. If you change the princess, you change the hag. You see, that's the key. That's the key. Everything fits. Nothing fits. Nothing fits when you just see the hag or the princess. You can't see the princess by itself because the hag is the princess. You can't see the hag by itself because the hag is the princess. Yet they're different. So our logic doesn't work here. Time doesn't work here. If you say, if I give you this and you can't see, and you may, well, how long will it take for me to see both the hag and the princess? I don't know. You can struggle and struggle and struggle and never see it. People do that. They call me, I've been looking at this for a week and I can't see the princess. I'm struggling. It's like a crossword puzzle. What's the word? What's the word? And then when you relax, bam, everything fits. So the more you struggle to make things fit, the more they don't fit, and it escalates like a wah-wah, like a Mike in the air from wah-wah-wah-wah-wah, death, mass shooting, war, extermination. Get rid of get rid of the Jews, the final solution. And they don't fit. Get rid of them. The immigrants, they don't fit. Get rid of them. Why put a wall up? Keep them out. Kick them out. Shoot them. Whatever. You see, when nothing fits, we go mad. We go crazy trying to make everything fit when it won't fit. It won't fit because we can't see the ambiguity of life. We can't see that yes is no and no is yes. We can't see that the hag is a princess is a hag, because our logic only sees one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Our logic says there's only one monkey here. There's not two. Is it a monkey? Is it a monkey? Right? Logically, well, we logically would say, well, there's two monkeys here, right? But that's duality in time. Maybe it's poor more example, but the only way to see the one that is two here, this is duality. The only way to see one is to drink it. It's to drink. In that drinking, in the taste, in the throb of your life, you see, there's one, and you're it. I hope I can close with this. There's two, because we divide ourselves into two and project it out there and try to make the world fit into one, and it won't, because we've divided it and we don't see it. We don't see that I've divided the world into choices of good and bad, this or that, time, how long will it take me to get from the bad to the good, from the unfixed to the fixed. We just perceive the world that way, but we believe that's the world. We believe that's the way it is. And it's a viewpoint. It's the viewpoint of the mechanic who needs time in order to fix the machine. But from another viewpoint, from the gateless gate, from the viewpoint of the revolving door that dumps you back where you started, from that point of view, that Zen point of view, there is no time. And when nothing fits, everything fits. But you have to shift the mind. You have to shift the mind from time to now. If you can shift the mind from believing the world out there is in time to seeing the world is now, no time, everything fits. Because in now, everything fits. The universe is now, everything fits. If it doesn't fit, if it gives you a problem, it's because of the way you're perceiving the world, which is conditioned by our society. Anyway, thanks for dropping in.